Hey, Chris. Colin Gay, Rivals. I'm curious, at what point, or did you see kind of a life defensively because of what Kyle Young was able to provide? It seemed like whether it was in the backcourt with Jamari, Malachi, it seemed like there was a little bit more life defensively.
Yeah, I mean, we've said it every game he's been out. You know, it's versatility. You know, without Justice in particular, and Kyle, we lacked versatility. And Gene's done a good job helping with that, but he just provides so much on both ends, and a lot of it's versatility. You know, I mean, been saying it, you know, for really 2 years now. So it's evident in a game like this.
Jared Smalley, NBC in Columbus. Chris, about having Zed and Kyle, defensive versatility, very clear. Clearly, you're a different defensive team with them. Yeah. But more than that, psychologically, emotionally, when you get in the locker room, they're available. Did you notice a change in your team? Did you notice an attitude change, an adjustment? How did that factor in?
I think it elevates the confidence of your group when you know we're not at full strength, right? But we're at closer to full strength. So I think it just elevates the confidence of everybody. And listen, we talked about it. We've been a very good team when we haven't had the team we thought we were going to have all year, but when we've had the group that's helped us win games, we've been a really good team. We've had really good wins, and I'm not putting all of our losses on injuries by no stretch. We played poorly at times at full strength, but they make a difference, and I think that elevates the confidence of our guys.
Griffin Strom, 11 Warriors. Coach, just given the way that some of your guys' games went down the stretch, and obviously you've critiqued the defense on several occasions, what gave you the confidence that you could go into this game with that type of game plan and the confidence to win a rock fight, like you said, given the fact that the defense hadn't necessarily played up to the standards leading into this game?
Yeah, I mean, listen, I watch every game. But this whole, I think narratives get played on social media and all that is just not really accurate. We just focused on winning the next possession, and we felt like our defense we could hang our hat on our defense right now, and we did that. And we've not when we've struggled closing games, and I answered that question last week. It's because our defense has not been sound enough for long enough.
Spencer Holbrook, Letterman wrote, Chris, you met your guys out at midcourt about 15 minutes ago. Loyola had just called a timeout, and your first message to them was settle down. You guys had just taken like a 10-point lead. How important was it to make sure, I asked you about the roller coaster yesterday, how important was it to make sure that you guys knew not to get too high in that moment?
Yeah, I mean, they're a really good team. They got great spirit to them. They're a legitimate, one of the best teams in the country. There's no question. So I think that the focus needed to be on winning this possession out of the timeout, and that's kind of what I said to him.
Bill Landis from The Athletic. Chris, I think with about 7 minutes left, I looked over to your bench. You guys were defending, and everyone on your bench was standing. Coaches and players are just, maybe as into it as I've seen you guys this season as your guys were on the floor defending. Yeah. I'm just like, how much of a constant conversation has that been with your team all year to get to the point where you defended as consistently as you did today? Yeah,
Bill, I think it really comes down to ownership with them. And obviously as coaches, we're constantly seeking ways that we can do a better job at putting our guys in position defensively. But I think ultimately the effort piece comes down to ownership on their part, and they were as bought in and as owned as they've been all year for sure on that end. It was the best defensive performance we've really had in a couple years.
Jerry DePaul, Pittsburgh Tribune-Review. I'm going to go, two of your guys used the same phrase, set the rules early in the game. Is that a mindset that you guys, want to set the rules early in the game so the team knows what they're up against?
Yeah, it's one of our core tenets that we talk about. It's one of our four things that we talk about. So it's what we try to do every game. We don't always do it as well as we'd like to, but it's what we try to do every game.
Last question for Coach, right here.
Adam Jardy, Columbus Dispatch. Chris, you just mentioned narratives on social media, and obviously there was pressure coming into this game given how the end of the season had gone, and I know you guys had internal confidence that you'd be healthy and that would make a difference, but what were maybe the 48 hours leading into this game like for you, and what did it feel like to come out of it with a win?
For me personally?
Yeah.
Adam, you really have tunnel vision as much as anything during these times. Listen, it's not pleasant when people say negative things about you. And I never got into coaching, for any type of notoriety, positive press or negative press. So it's always an adjustment for you when you have the criticism. And but it comes with the territory, and I understand that pressure is a privilege, and we certainly as a group felt pressure to perform at a more consistent level. We felt confident we could do it at full strength. I told him, I've been to 7 of these things. My first experience was here. And we played a good Texas team, beat a good Texas team, and then lost in a really close game to Notre Dame. So we've got good memories of a place like this. But it's really tunnel vision right now when it comes to those kind of things. And, now it's moving on to whoever we play next.
Thank you, Coach.